Hello, I'm William Stewart. Welcome back to our verse by verse study on the book of Ephesians. We're in an exciting portion now where we've been talking about the Christian walk, which is encompassed in the book in chapters 4 to 6 in a general way. And we've talked about the basis within the church of our Christian walk in the first half of Ephesians 4. And then the second half, Paul comes to the point where he's talking about specifics, speaking first up through verse 19, 17 and 19, about what not to do, what we shouldn't be living like our old selves before we were Christians. And then now telling us how we should be living, again, based on the fact that we have been converted, become Christians. And he's telling us in a neat short passage here how that functions. And we're in verse 22 today. That says that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to this deceitful lust. Okay, so what's this talking about here? So we're to put off concerning the prior conversation. Now, it's a little tricky here. Conversation is the Greek word, again, the original language of the New Testament, anastrophe, which means manner of life. It's translated into the Latin Vulgate by Jerome around 400 AD to conversation. And what's tricky is that in the Latin, it also means manner of life. It doesn't mean how we speak. And it came to us through the King James, or the version I read, translated around 1600 to 1610, as directly to conversation, which means to us how we speak. So it's highly probable that the translators of the King James back 400 years ago depended somewhat on the Latin as well as prior translations to the English that in the 1500s from the Greek and Latin to help them, because Greek studies at this point were not as advanced as they are now, having just started again in the early 1500s by Erasmus, the great humanist of the early 1500s from Holland. He put together the first Greek texts for Western Europe to be available in 1,000 years. So I think the Latin helped them, and so it helped them translate to the word conversation, which means speech to us, but to the Latins, it manner of life, which is what it means in the Greek.